Okay, guys, so going along with what I showed you guys yesterday, I uploaded a video, and the video was about this. So this was a kit that very simply goes in. It replaces this with a hard fuel line that you can bend into your fuel, 5-gallon fuel can. They make 15-gallon fuel cans, and it's much longer than this, so you could probably use it on a 15. I'm not sure dimensionally. But on a 5, you have to like coil it a little bit so that it ends up resting on the bottom. But anyways, you take your kit that you get here on Amazon. I gave a link in that video. You pull this out of your cap. You set your hard line assembly in. You put your cap back on it. Rubber seals, gives you your hard line, gives you your filter, and you can do that. Now, that's one way of dealing with fuel. But another simple thing that we all have to, fight around with, or maybe it's not so simple, but these, 5-gallon cans, they're kind of heavy. The younger you are, the easier they probably feel to deal with. But there's a product I've been using up at my camp, and this is it right here. This is a Tera pump. It's a TRHD05 D battery pump, 1.8 gallons per minute. Now, I will tell you that the 1.8 gallons per minute, when it's like 10, 15 degrees, it is slower because the viscosity changes in your diesel. It's getting a little thicker. But this thing's very kind of lightweight. Like I'm going to almost say it feels cheesy. But I've been using one of these up at our camp for a couple months now. And this is brand new. I just opened the box and pulled this one out because I wanted to do a little video and show it to you. So it's the Ready Pump by Tera Pump, right? I bought a 2-pack because I have like farm tractor and some other diesel equipment, so that way I can have different areas of the property. I can have one of these. But this is all you do is you take this thing, you unscrew the lid. The lid has a rocker switch, a power on, power off. You do your D batteries into here, which appear to go down. So positive down, it looks like. Yeah, with your spring on the back there. Screw your end on, and at that point, that's it. Now, the way it's made, there's no resistance to backflow. So if you have your jug down and you're filling up high, when you get to the point you don't want to fill anymore, you can go like this, and you can just basically let the fuel run straight back into the tank. If your tank is for whatever reason sitting up here and you were filling down here, when you shut it off, it'll just continue to gravity feed and possibly overflow depending on how far you pushed it before you hit your button. But the nice thing about this, instead of taking this 5-gallon diesel can, let me pull this thing out of here. I got this thing bent because this is one of my. This is actually going to go up to my camp. This fuel rod. I'm going to start using a 5-gallon can to feed my main unit up there, my H-Calorie Toolbox 2. You drop this in to your jug, and I should put my screen back in. So H-Calorie, by the way, H-Calorie says the reason, I asked them directly why they don't have a fuel filter in their system, and they said that the fuel filters that you typically buy and use for these, are the stainless steel screen ones, whatever, are actually less of a filter than this, and this drops down into the filler neck of all the H-Calorie units. They have these. So any debris coming in from your tank, if you don't remove that, you're running that fuel through that strainer. Now, let me see here. I'm going to see. Okay, so what I showed you, see how the fuel line's full? I'm going to just go up into the air. And there we just ran it right back into the tank, right? So you give it a couple seconds to get through the corrugation, right? Now, what I want to do is zoom you in here so that you can sort of see the fuel coming out of the nozzle. Let me see here. Let's bring you guys centered right about like that. And we'll even go a little bit more. That should be enough. Okay. So, yeah, see how much was in the corrugation? You can see the little puddle there. So rocker switch here, point your nozzle in here. I always try to keep my eye on the edge of the tank so I could see it before it overfills. Okay, so now you're seeing my fuel pumping. So I'm not lifting a 5-gallon fuel tank other than I sat it there the one time. I could leave it there. I could, do whatever I want. Just a heck of a lot easier than holding a 5-gallon can up on your shoulder or wherever your, whatever your situation is there. Okay, we're about 2/3 full. This is a 1.3 gallon tank. We're about 3/4 full. We're coming up fast here. As soon as I see it coming up the side, should be coming real quick here. And there, overfilled. Not quite. All right, so there you go. So I don't know how many seconds that was. We could look on the video and see, but to fill that 1.3 gallon tank doesn't take but about a minute, and sure beats handling your 5-gallon tank. Now, one thing I wish they had done, I wish they had put like a thing off of here that you could like snap this into. I don't know. They have this right here, this little circular thing. Let me unzoom you first of all. Yeah, the product improvement idea that I would make would be, where are we at here? Okay, would be to I would like to have a threaded collar that I could thread onto this tank and just leave this here, dedicate this tank for this job, and not have it just sitting here. So they do have it chamfered so that whatever you set it into, it will drop down until it finds itself. But imagine if you were able to tighten it and seal it and carry this around. Maybe go from one diesel heater to another. That'd be nice, right? And then have a way to hang this nozzle up off of here. I mean, I guess you could, sort of come over here and maybe try to trap that into there. I don't know. It's not gonna really hold it or work. It definitely is nowhere near the size of the nozzle. So the only thing you could do is kind of like try to like balance it like that. Kind of works, less than ideal. The product can be designed better, would take a little bit of thought and probably raise the cost a little bit. But I just wanted you to see this this Tera pump, ready pump. Super easy. 2D batteries last probably an entire season because like I've been running around filling 3 heaters with my Tera pump on one set of D batteries, and I've seen no loss of performance yet. I don't know what I've run, probably 40 gallon or so since we started. Yeah, real good idea. It's a real good idea. It's something you might want to think about. I hate at first you pick up your 5-gallon can, you're starting to fill. That thing gets heavy. You don't want to like take it for a long walk in the park. That thing gets heavy, and this just makes it so much easier. One lift, get it near the heater, and then fill. Super easy, super cool. I'll put a link in the bio. Do me a favor, subscribe to my channel, like this video. That'll show it to more people, and consider checking that out. It may make your life better and easier, and that's what we're all about, right? Thanks, guys.